Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new on here, my name is Philip and this is Phil Reacts. Yes, today we have this album by Lily Allen, album titled West End Girl. Yes, this album has been highly suggested. Put this out there. This is my first time actually listening to a Lily Allen album. You know, not to say that I've not heard the name. I have heard the name. First time I heard Lily Allen was I think a couple of years back. When T Pain dropped this song 5 o'clock in the morning. Then I heard the name. Then I think I remember her voice. But I didn't really pay attention. To her like that. So subscriber, shout outs to you. Actually prompted me that. I definitely have to check out the new album. And I was like, okay, cool. I mean, so I checked it out and I realized the album came out like a couple of I think a week or two ago, October 24th. We are pretty late for this party, but better late than never. So this album has 14 songs. Yes, from what I'm seeing here on my Spotify, 14 songs. Runtime, 44 minutes and 59 seconds. So this is going to be a hell of a journey, guys. I have to say, we are going to, I'm doing, a full, track by track reaction and breakdown. What hits, what surprises, and my honest thoughts, about each single track. So yeah, stick around and let me know what's your favorite song, is on this album. Yes. So the first song, West End Girl, the title track for the album. Super excited. I'm going in blind, but I have the lyrics pulled up just in case I might need it for my interpretation, for my reviews, at the end of the video. So, stick with me to the end. Yes, we better not waste any more time. Yes, first song, once again, West End Girl. Let's take a listen, guys.
We've moved to New York, we found a nice little rental near a sweet little school. Now I'm looking at houses with 4 or 5 floors, and you found us a brownstone, said you want it, it's yours. So we went ahead and we bought it, found ourselves a good mortgage, really come got sorted, all the furniture ordered. I could never afford this, you were pushing it forward, made me feel a bit awkward, I woke up the stoop, I put the key in the door, and then my phone started ringing, so I answered the call. And they were like, hey, you got the lead in a play, you gotta be back in London for rehearsals in May. And later that evening you said, how was my day? I said, I got some good news, I got the lead in a play. That's when your demeanor started to change. You said I'd have to audition, I said you're deranged. And I thought that was quite strange. And I thought that was quite strange. But I ignored it, went ahead and I bought it, got a flight and I boarded. I'm on my way, now I'm in London, I'm on my own, I'm in a hotel room, I'm on my own. And now I'm in London and I'm all alone, I'm in a hotel room, I'm all on my own. Now I'm a West End girl, now I'm a West End girl, now I'm a West End girl, a West End girl. Hi, how are you? I miss you.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't make me feel great. Well,
if that's what you need to do, then I guess. Like, how will it work? Like, where? Right. I mean, it makes me really sad, but no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I want you to be happy. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll speak to you later. I love you. Bye.
Okay, guys. Yes, so that was the first song, West End Girl, the title track, for this album. I mean, listening to this song and hearing the title, I remembered. Okay, so there's this group, Pet Shop Boys. I think they have a song titled West End Girls. Yes, so. Well, I was like, oh, okay. I just had to say that. Yes, so like I said, first song, of the album, title track, West End Girl. And guys, after listening to it, I have to say, this was just wow. I mean, Lily Allen, honestly, guys, I mean, this song, it's such a striking way, to open, this album. Vocally, Lily Allen, to me, is in her elements. There's that signature, conversational, almost, diary-like, tone in her delivery. I feel like that, makes it feel intimate. Like she's telling you something personal, straight to your ear. I mean, I love the way she balances it so well, between soft vulnerability in the verses, and a sharper, almost biting edge in the chorus, which really emphasizes the emotional tension of the song. Instrumentally, I mean, it's a really interesting mix. I love how the track leans on bright, melodic, pop elements, but there is this subtle sophistication, jazz guitar licks, gentle percussive beats, and these light orchestral touches, that I feel like I give it a slightly cinematic feel. I mean, it's deceptively upbeat, for such a heavy lyrical content, which is classic Lily, if you ask me. I mean, using cheerful melodies, to contrast, with darker themes. Speaking of the lyrics, this song to me is really about, I mean, change and I mean dislocation. Moving into, West End, or glamorous life, but finding cracks beneath the surface. I love the fact that it feels like she's reflecting on personal experiences, relationships, and the realization that things aren't as perfect as they seem. There's also a real storytelling quality here, which to me makes it feel more like an intimate glimpse into her life, rather than just a pop song. Overall, this song, West End Girl, is clever, it's emotional and layered. Lily Allen, proves she can still craft songs that are catchy, yet emotionally resonant. And I mean, it really sets the tone, for the rest of the album. Definitely a track that I could see myself, coming back to, not just for the melodies, but for the storytelling and emotional honesty. Yes, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys also think about this song down in the comment section. Yes, I am super stoked, checking out the rest of the song. Yes, so we are moving on to the second song, titled Ruminating. Wow, what a title. But let's let's get right into it, guys.
I've given up on getting sleep tonight. It's 4 a.m. and I'm in fight or flight. Ruminating. And I can't shake the image of her naked on top of you. Now I'm dissociated. conversations too big for a phone call. Ruminating, ruminating, I've been up all night. Did you kiss her on the lips and look into her eyes? Did you have fun? Now that it's done, baby, won't you tell me that I'm still your number one? 'Cause you're my number one. I told you all of this has been too brutal. You told me that you felt the same, it's mutual. And then you came out with this line, so crucial. Yeah, if it has to happen, baby, do you want to know? If it has to happen, baby, do you want to know? If it has to happen, baby, do you want to know? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. But what a line, line, line. What a fucking 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 line. What a fucking line. Ruminating, ruminating, now I'm in my head. Ruminating, ruminating, all the things you said. Why can't you wait for me to come home? This conversation's too big for a phone call. Ruminating, ruminating, I've been up all night. Did you kiss her on the lips and look into her eyes? Did you have fun? Now that it's done, baby, won't you tell me that I'm still your number one? 'Cause you're my number one. Ruminating, ruminating, now I'm in my head. Ruminating, ruminating, all the things you said. Why can't you wait for me to come home? This conversation's too big for a phone call. Ruminating, ruminating, I've been up all night. Did you kiss her on the lips and look into her eyes? Did you have fun? Now that it's done, baby, won't you tell me that I'm still your number one?
All right, guys. So yeah, that was the second song, "Ruminating." Wow, wow, guys. I just finished listening to this song, and let me tell you, this one hits you right. In that late night overthinking space. Vocally, Lily, leans into this, really intimate and almost, confessional tone. It's not, about big belting or flushing runs. I love how she keeps everything close, soft and conversational. She is whispering her thoughts right into your ear. At 2 a.m. I mean, there is a slight processed texture in the mix. I have to say, almost a subtle auto tune sheen, but I mean, it actually works, here because it definitely matches that spiraling, anxious, headspace the song is built around. I mean, it feels fragile, it feels exposed, and intentionally a little uneasy. Instrumentation wise, this track sits in this electro pop space, with tight urgent percussion and these trebly sense that never really let you settle. The production has this restless pulse, like your foot tapping under the table, whilst your mind won't shut off. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, there are all these little programmed details that I feel like are keep shifting, and to me it mirrors the theme perfectly. Nothing ever stays still, which is exactly how the song Ruminating feels. And I mean, one may ask, what is this song all about? I mean, overthinking, period. I mean, it's that mental loop where you can't sleep, you can't relax, and your brain keeps relaying every emotion, every conversation, every single mistake. I mean, she's basically narrating the experience of spiraling in your own head, especially in the middle of emotional turmoil. I love the fact that it ties beautifully into the themes of this particular album. Heartbreak, self-doubt, trying to make sense, out of, feelings, whilst, everything around you is falling apart. Overall, Ruminating is one of those songs, that doesn't try to be big. It tries to be honest, in my opinion, and that honesty, paired with buzzing, on unsettled production, definitely makes it a hit even harder. Yes, that's just my thoughts. But let me know what you guys also think about the song down in the comment section, guys. We are only 2 songs in, and I feel like this is definitely going to be a hell of a journey. I'm loving the 2 songs that we have listened to, so far. So we better not waste any more time. Let's move on to the third song, titled "Sleepwalking." Yes, let's take a listen, guys.
You won't love me. You won't leave me. You don't touch me. Still so needy. And I don't know if you do it intentionally. Somehow you make it my fault.
Yeah.
You don't stop talking, and I'm just sleepwalking. Course I'm angry, course I'm hurt. Looking back, it's so absurd. Course I trusted you and took you at your word. Who said romance isn't dead? Been no romance since we wed. Why aren't we fucking, baby? Yeah, that's what you said. But you let me think it was me in my head, and nothing to do with them girls in your bed. You don't stop talking, and I'm just sleepwalking. See your thoughts forming. Baby, stop it, it's 3 in the morning. And I don't know if you do it intentionally. Somehow you make it my fault. You don't stop talking, and I'm just sleepwalking. I know you've made me your Madonna. I wanna be your whore. Baby, it would be my honor. Please, sir, can I have some more? I could preserve all of your fantasies if only you could act them all out with me. You don't stop talking, and I'm just sleepwalking. See your thoughts forming. Baby, stop it, it's 3 in the morning. And I don't know if you do it intentionally, but somehow you make it my fault. You don't stop talking, and I'm just sleepwalking. You won't love me. You won't leave me.
Okay, guys. Yes, the third song, "Sleepwalking." Wow, guys. Lily Allen's. This song definitely, hits in a way that I personally wasn't expecting. The first thing that grabbed me was her vocal delivery. She's not belted. She's not trying to impress. She sounds like she's confessing. Her voice has this tired, almost emotionally bruised quality. Like she is speaking straight, from the middle of an argument. She hasn't recovered from. There's also softness there, but also really sharp in the edge. When she leans into those lines about not being heard, not being believed. It feels incredibly intimate, like she is whispering, her way through something heavy. The instrumentation, as always, staged pretty minimal and moody, which really supports the story. You've got these warm but slightly hazy synths, some subtle electronic beats, that to me never overwhelms. And there's drifting atmosphere that makes the whole track feel like it's happening at 2 a.m. I mean, after another sleepless night. The production is clean, but intentionally floaty. Which to me ties perfectly, into the whole sleepwalking through the relationship idea. I mean, it has that modern pop polish, but emotionally, it's more raw and fragile, than flashy. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, instrumentally, I really, really love it. And what the songs is about, is pretty clear. If you ask me, based off of the lyrics, I feel like Lily is describing being stuck in a relationship where she feels unseen, gaslit, and emotionally starved. She's exhausted. I mean, she's questioning her own reality, and I mean, she's moving through the emotions like she's sleepwalking. I mean, it's that moment when you realize you are giving everything and getting nothing back, and you are starting to fade out of your own life. Lily writes it in a way that's painfully honest, but I mean still poetic. Yes, I mean overall, this particular song, "Sleepwalking," to me feels like one of those tracks where I mean the vocal tone, the lyrics, and the production are telling the same story. It's understated, but man, I mean definitely lingers. It's the kind of song that stays with you long after it ends. That's just what I think about the song. Let me know what you guys also think about it down in the comment section. Let me know if you are enjoying this reaction, this review so far. Yes. Yeah, if you are, please like the video, comment, all of the good stuff. We are moving on to the fourth song, titled "Tennis." Tennis, guys. What a title. Yeah, let's take a listen.
Daddy's home for the first time in weeks. Got the dinner on the table. Tell the kids it's time to eat. And I made my baby's favorite, but he didn't seem to care. I just tell myself he's jet lagged and I'm bad to have him here.
Okay.
Then you showed me a photo on Instagram. It was how you grabbed your phone back right out of my hands. So I read your text and now I regret it. I can't get my head round how you've been playing tennis. If it was just sex, I wouldn't be jealous. You won't play with me.
And who's Madline?
I need to be alone, so I took myself to bed. I got a lot of information that I can't even process. So I wrote a little email and I told you what I saw. Then you came out to the bedroom and you made it all my fault. But you moved the goalposts, you broken the rules. I tried to accommodate, but you took me for a fool. So I read your text, and now I regret it. I can't get my head round how you've been playing tennis. If it was just sex, I wouldn't be jealous. You won't play with me.
And who the fuck is Madline? Who's Madline? Who's Madline? Who's Madline? No, but who is Madline? Actually.
Okay, guys, so that was the third song, "Tennis." Yes. Wow, what a title. That was the first thing that came into my mind before pressing play on this one. But after listening to it, Lily's voice comes through as conversational and emotionally direct. I mean, I love the fact that she didn't hide behind big vocal gymnastics, which is fitting, given the song's raw subject matter. To me, her delivery has a sort of breezy ease at first, But as the narrative unfolds, you hear the tension creeping in. Subtle inflections, slightly sharper tone. When she confronts the Madline text. I feel like that contrast, definitely makes vocals, feel real and relatable. At the same time, I feel like the track, lacks dramatic, vocal peaks. To me, it stays in a fairly comfortable zone, rather than reaching for big belts, or souring melodies. I don't know if that makes sense, but vocally she really did her thing. The instrumentation, the production, was something else. The music, behind Tennis, to me, rides on a sunlit, soft rock, pop, sort of foundation. Warm guitars, steady drums, clear production. I love the fact that it blends organic instrumentation with modern pop polish. Giving the song a feel that's, to me, is accessible and pleasant. However, this comfortable backdrop also works against the track. The instrumentation sometimes doesn't quite match the emotional gravity of the lyrics. The tension of betrayal and discovery perhaps deserves more musical edge. So yeah, what is this song all about? At its core, and based on a few facts that I pulled up, based off of the lyrics, Tennis, to me, is a story of suspicion. So it's a story about discovery and emotional confrontation. Lily's narrator, realizes through a text on her partner's phone that something is going on with someone named Mandolin. The song opens, seemingly innocent, a text, a moment of doubt, but the lyrics, quickly point to, deeper, betrayal. Yeah. So yeah, certain lines in there, I can't get my head, around how you've been playing tennis. If it was just sex, I wouldn't be jealous. You won't play with me, then who's Mandolin? The tennis metaphor, to me, works here to suggest the back and forth, game-like behavior, or maybe spending time that shouldn't have been shared, but wasn't. The song, sets the scene, for, the wider narrative of the album, where, betrayal, open relationship negotiations, and emotional fallout, are explored. Yeah. What makes this song, effective, to me, is the fact that really balances specific, specific detail, text, phone grabs, names, with universal emotions. That is hurt, jealousy, and confusion. You can definitely picture the scenario. You can feel the pain. The story doesn't stay vague. It gives you the facts, then trusts you, to feel the hurt. Yes, overall, this song, Tennis, to me, hits hard, in a subtle way. It doesn't yell, it doesn't dramatize, with over the top production. Instead, it quietly, builds the head, and the review. And to me, that works for me. My one reservation, though, because the instrumentation, stayed mellow, and the vocals, stayed relatively restrained. I felt the emotional climax, could have landed harder musically, but the song achieves exactly, what it seems designed for. Setting the scene in a relationship, breakdown, marking the moment where suspicion actually becomes confrontation. For me as a reactor, for me as a reviewer, I feel like this is a song that gives you something to break down. Lyric cues, metaphor, that's the tennis, character, mandolin, narrative, no context. So let me know what you guys also think about this song down in the comment section. Let me know how you felt, first time, you actually listened to this song. Yes. So this song actually runs into the fifth song titled Mandolin, So we're about to take a listen. Let's go.
No, this is your fault. Messaging you feels kind of assaultive. Saw your text, that's how I found out. Tell me the truth and his motives. I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. No, I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. has it been going on? Is it just sex or is there emotion? He told me it would stay in hotel rooms, never be out in the open. Why would I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? Oh, why would I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? We had an arrangement. Be discreet and don't be blatant. There had to be payment. It had to be with strangers. But you're not a stranger, Madline.
Hey, he is telling you the truth. Our relationship has only ever been about sex. I can promise you that this is not an emotional connection. We don't speak outside of the time we spend together, and whenever he talks about you, it's with the utmost respect.
You tell me he's telling the truth. Is that the case or a line that he fed you? Wanna believe you, but is it a ruse? Lie to me, babe, and I'll end you. I can't trust anything that comes out of your mouth. I'm not convinced that he didn't fuck you in our house. Do you two ever talk about me? Has he told you that he doesn't love me? I bet he tells you he loves you. I've gotten old, gotten ugly. I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Now why would you trust anything that comes out of his mouth? We had an arrangement. Be discreet and don't be blatant. And there had to be payment. It had to be with strangers. But you're not a stranger, Madline. 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 But you're not a stranger, Madline.
I hate that you're in so much pain right now. I really don't want to be the cause of any upset. He told me that you were aware this was going on and that he had your full consent. If he's lying about that, then please let me know, because I have my own feelings about dishonesty, and lies are not something that I want to get caught up in. You can reach out to me anytime, by the way, if you need any more details or you just need to vent or anything. Love and light, Madline.
Okay, yeah. So the fifth song, Madline. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So that was just, we just listened to Madline. And I feel like, and I definitely have to say, this one, hits different. Vocally, Lily to me is in full storytelling mode. Her delivery to me is conversational. Almost like she's directly talking to someone. Which makes it feel really really intimate. I love the fact that she kept her signature British accent. And there's this in the mix of vulnerability, and sharp wit, in her voice. That really really carries the drama of the story. You can tell, she's not, holding back emotionally. Instrumentation wise, to me, it's minimal, but really, really effective. There's this subtle, almost cinematic arrangement. I'm hearing the soft percussion, some airy synths, and these, delicate, guitar touches, that, give it a slightly, tense, dramatic feel, like a, soundtrack, to a personal confrontation. I love the fact that it's not overproduced, which actually, makes the lyrics, stand out, even more. Yes. Speaking of the lyrics, guys, to me, this song, is all about, confrontation and betrayal. It's like Lily is calling out, someone, Madline, about a messy situation in her, personal life. The song, deals with themes of infidelity, emotional manipulation, and complicated relationships. What's really, really interesting, is how, she blends in direct and almost, blunt storytelling with moments, that feel reflective and sad. It's personal, it's raw, and kind of, empowering in a way, like she's reclaiming her narrative. I don't know if that makes sense, yes, but that is, all I can say about the lyrics. Overall, this song, Madline, it's a powerful mix of, candid lyrics, intimate vocals and understated yet dramatic instrumentation. It's the kind of song that sticks with you because, it feels like you are eavesdropping, on a very personal, story, but it's also relatable, on a human level. I have to say, Lily, really, really knows, how to turn a real life, drama, into a compelling music. And this track, to me, is a perfect example of that. Yes, guys, let me know what you guys, think about this one down in the comment section. So far, so good. I'm loving the album, and yeah, I'm loving it. We are moving on to the Sid song titled Relapse. Yes, let's take a listen, guys.
The ground is gone beneath me. You pulled the safety net. I moved across an ocean from my family, from my friends. The foundation is shattered. You've made such a fucking mess. I tried to be your modern wife, but the child in me protests. I need a drink. I need a Valium. You pushed me this far, and I just need to be known. If I relapse, I know I stand to lose it all. Can you bring me back when I'm climbing up the walls? If I relapse, I know I stand to lose it all. Can you bring me back when I'm climbing up the walls? Girls are looking at me to teach them all about love, but I can't seem to hold my shit together long enough. I need a drink. I need a Valium. You pushed me this far, and I just need to be known. If I relapse, I know I stand to lose it all. Can you bring me back when I'm climbing up the walls? If I relapse, I know I stand to lose it all. Can you bring me back when I'm climbing
Okay, guys. Yes. So that was the Sid song titled "Relapse," and after listening to it, guys, it was something else, and I mean that in the in the best in the possible way. Right off the bat, I mean Lily's voice, carries a kind of wary defiance. You can definitely hear that she's been through something. I mean her delivery to me isn't about big belting or showy riffs. Instead, I mean it leans into vulnerability, which I love. The kind of half-spoken confession sung rather than shouted. I mean, at times, she sounds, almost resigned. At others, the frustration edges through. That dynamic to me, works well, with this song. The tone to me fits the subject matter, of relapse, temptation, and the risk of falling back, into old patterns. The instrumentation and the production for the song, also did it for me. I mean, the backing track, treads, a fine line between pop accessibility and emotional tension. The beat to me has a steady pulse, but there are moments, of looseness. I mean, spaces in the mix, where the instruments, drop back, and you feel the emptiness behind the sound. I love the fact that it doesn't, bombard you with, huge walls of sound. Instead, I mean, it gives Lily Allen some room to breathe. There are also subtle electronic touches, a hint of atmospheric sense and grounded rhythm section that I feel like keeps a sense of gravity. The production lets the vocals lead. Which to me makes the lyrical content all the more impactful. Yes. I mean, I love the fact that this track, paints a devastating portrait, of temptation and self-doubt. Yes, I loved it. Based off of the lyrics, this song "Relapse," feels like a raw admission. She sings like, I need a drink. I need a volume. I feel like a particular line, captures that moment, when you realize your emotional stability, has been knocked. The foundation shifted, and the temptation, to numb it, all spins in. It's not strictly about chemical addiction, but more about emotional relapse. The collapse of trust, the pull of old comfort, when things fall apart. I mean, it's situated in the larger, narrative of a relationship, betrayal, and unraveling, of an open marriage. The wearing of the modern wife persona, whilst the child in her, protests. What makes it resonate to me is the duality. She's angry, she's hurt. I mean, she's betrayed, but she's also facing her own vulnerability. Her own fear, of falling back. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, but based off of the lyrics, that is what I think. That is all I can say about the song. Basically. So yeah. After listening to some of the songs off of his album, I feel like Relapse stands out because I mean it refuses to play safe. I mean I love the fact that it's emotionally raw. Without being melodramatic. I mean musically strong without overshadowing the message. Yes. I mean, for a music reviewer, for a music reactor such as myself, I mean, it's one of those tracks, where you listen, not just, to the sound, but I mean, you lean in for the story behind it, So yeah, that is all I can say about this one. But let me know what you guys also think about this song down in the comment section. Yes, we are moving on to the seventh song titled "Pussy Palace." Yes, let's take a listen, guys.
Don't come home, I don't want you in my bed. Go to the apartment in the West Village instead. I'll drop off your clothes, your mail and medication. I'm already on my way, heading to the station. Stuck on the F, there's a problem on the line. I couldn't be more stressed, I'm losing my mind. Up to the first floor, key in the front door. Nothing's ever gonna be the same anymore. And that's when I realized something don't feel right. I didn't know it was a pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace. I always thought it was the dojo. broken-hearted women wishing you could have been better. Sheets pulled off the bed and strewn all on the floor. Long black hair, probably from the night before. Dwayne Reed bag with the handles tied. Sex toys, butt plugs, lube inside. Hundreds of Trojans, you're so fucking broken. How'd I get caught up in your double life? And that's when I realized something don't feel right. I didn't know it was a pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace. I always thought it was the dojo, dojo, dojo. So am I looking at a sex addict, sex addict, sex addict, sex addict? I'll talk about a low blow. Oh no, oh no. I didn't know it was a pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace. I always thought it was the dojo, dojo, dojo. So am I looking at a sex addict, sex addict, sex addict, sex addict? I'll talk about low blow, low blow. Oh no. I didn't know it was a pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace. I always thought it was a dojo, dojo, dojo. So am I looking at a sex addict, sex addict, sex addict, sex addict? I'll talk about low blow, low blow. Oh no.
Okay, guys. Yes, the seventh song, "Pussy Palace." Yes, and wow, guys, I definitely have to say this one really, really hits hard. I mean, vocally, I mean Lily's signature, cheeky, and a conversational style, is all over this track, But I mean, there's a sharper edge. This time, I mean, I love the fact that she delivers, with a mix of sarcasm and biting honestly. That really, really drives the song home. I also love her phrasing. Definitely makes it feel like she's narrating a diary entry, and the little inflections in her voice makes every single line land, especially in the chorus, where the frustration and incredulity shine all the way through. Instrumentally, this song is really, really interesting. It has this synth-led I mean, slightly danceable, beat, that almost no contrast, with the rawness, of the lyrics. The percussion, hits hard at key moments, giving it a punchy energy, whilst, the layers, of subtle electronic flourishes, keep it modern and fresh. It's playful, but in a very darkly humorous way. It's like the production mirrors the chaos, of what, I mean, she is describing. As for the song itself, wow. I mean, it's basically, Lily, calling out, her partner's, betrayal and the wild discoveries, she made. I mean, there's humor, there's disbelief and a very frank discussion of infidelity. I mean, I love how, she mixes storytelling with sharpened commentary. And I mean, it feels very, very personal yet theatrical, all at the same time. I mean, you can almost picture the scene unfolding, as she sings. There's this cinematic quality in the way she delivers in every single line. Yes, overall, this song, Pussy Palace, is bold, it's funny, and unapologetically honest. It's a mix of heartbreak and humor and pop sass. And it's definitely one of those songs that sticks with you after the first listen. Yes, I mean, Pussy Palace, Pussy, So yeah, let me know what you guys also think about the song down in the comment section. Yes, we are moving on to the eighth song titled For Chan Stan, guys. Hopefully, I'm getting that pronunciation right. If I'm not, please help me with the pronunciation of this song down in the comment section. But I'm here for the music, so let's go in and take a listen.
I went through your bedside drawer. You know I've never been inclined to have to do that before. Never been in bad doors. But you took someone shopping there in May 24. But you bought her a handbag. It wasn't cheap. I was in London, probably asleep. Did you go to Montauk for the weekend? Was there an encore? Did it pay dividends? Is that why? Why won't you tell me what her name is? This is outrageous. What is she famous? Say that it's over. Do you mean a hiatus? Why won't you tell me what a sad, sad man is giving for chance then? What a sad, sad man is giving for chance then? What are you so scared of? Do you think I'm gonna contact her and tell her what for? Gonna get divorced? It's a marriage of convenience and it's her you adore. I think you're sinking, you're protecting a lie, and you don't want her thinking that you cheat on your wife. You're such a coward, you can't tell the truth. You love all the power, but you're not even cute though, no, no, no. Why won't you tell me what her name is? This is outrageous. What is she famous? Say that it's over. Do you mean a hiatus? Why won't you tell me what a sad, sad man is giving for chance then? What a sad, sad man is giving for chance then? Somebody famous. Somebody famous. Somebody famous.
All right, guys, the eighth song, For Chan Stan. Yes, wow. Listening to this song, was something else, guys. And I mean, honestly, that was something else. I don't know what to say. Right off the bat, I mean, Lily's vocals, are, I mean, classic Lily. I mean, it's clear, it's conversational, and almost biting in the way she delivers the lines. There's this mix of sweetness and sarcasm in her tone, and that makes the story she's telling feel really, really personal and raw. Like she's letting us in on a private conversation, but also serving some shade at the same time. Instrumentation wise, it's pretty understated, but super effective. The production has this wistful, almost breezy pop feel, with subtle electronic touches that give it a modern edge, without overwhelming the vocals. The beat and the melody, are very, very catchy, but not over the top. I love how Lily really lets the lyrics carry the emotions here. I mean, you get this contrast between the chill, smooth instrumental, and the slightly chaotic, almost frustrated energy, in the lyrics. I mean, speaking of the lyrics, wow, this song, is all about, calling someone out. I mean, her partner. From what you can gather, over secrets and infidelity. And she throws in this wild, internet culture jab, calling him, a fortune stand. Based on a few facts that I pulled up. It's definitely hilarious. It's scathing, and kind of heartbreaking. At the same time. You feel the anger, the disbelief, and the sarcasm. All rolled into one. It's like a breakup diary. But with memes. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, yes, but that's just what I think this song is all about overall. It's clever. This song is definitely clever. It's funny and emotionally resonant. Lily Allen, to me, always has this ability, to mix humor with heartbreak. And I feel like this song, Fortune Stand, it's the perfect example of that. Definitely one of those songs, that sticks with you, both musically and, lyrically. Yeah. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you think about this one in the comment section. Let me know, your thoughts. Let me know how, this song made you feel the first time, you heard it. Yes. So we are moving on to the ninth song, Nonmonogamummy. Nonmonogamummy. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Let's go.
You ready? The original sounds,
to be open. We fell in love, I landed on my feet. I was the cat that got the cream. We built a palace on the perfect street. You really sold me on a dream. And now I'm looking at my Tinder. Or maybe I'm more of a hinder. He wants to take me out to dinner. Hope he looks better than his picture. I love you. I've been trying to be open. I just want to meet your needs. And for some reason I prefer to people pleasing. I'll be your non-monogamummy. I'm just trying to be open.
Hearts get broken. She looking at me eyes and say you have no emotions. She asks me a question about the word what's spoken. Like is she a token or it's just promotion? You know say man a big ship when we're there in the ocean. You know it's not brag or not boasting. We're coasting open. Cause we try to be open. I look in your eyes, you say your heart is broken. Me tell you that you're chosen and you tell me that your heart get frozen.
Just trying to be open.
All of my top, all of my guan, all of my top, all of my guan, all of my top, all of my guan, all of my top, all of my top, all of my guan, all of my top, all of my guan, all of my top, all of my guan, all of my top, all them one day.
Okay, guys. Yeah, so that was the ninth song titled Non-Monogamummy. Yes. After listening to this song, guys, I have to say Lily really, really does not hold back, on this one. Vocally, she is in that signature Lily Allen zone, conversational, biting, and super, super expressive. She delivers the lyrics, almost like, she's talking to someone directly, which to me, makes the story feel so personal, so raw. You can definitely hear the mix of frustration, sarcasm, and vulnerability in every single line, and really, really lands because she balances, the spoken word vibe, with melodic moments, perfectly. Instrumentation wise, it's got this subtle dancehall inspired, beats that gives it a chill groove, but I mean, doesn't distract from the storytelling. The production is clean but layered. I mean, light percussion, minimal synths, and that catchy rhythm that makes you nod along, even as the lyrics are heavy. I mean, it's one of those songs where the music pulls you in, whilst the lyrics punch you in the gut. Yes, as for what the song is all about, man, I mean, this is definitely raw. I mean, Lily is diving into the complexity of being a mother, in her late 30s, whilst navigating non, monogamy, in a relationship, that clearly isn't working for her. I mean, to me, it's about, feeling sidelined, trying to please others and dealing, with, emotional neglect. All while, questioning your own choices. I mean, the title itself, non-monogamummy, nails that duality, motherhood, plus non-monogamy and the tension, between them. Guys, I loved it. I mean, overall, I mean, it's clever, it's sharp, and painfully relatable. I mean, the song, feels like an open diary entry, set to music. And the way Lily delivered it, makes it, impossible not to feel, what she's feeling. Definitely one of the more emotionally complex tracks, on this album, West End Girl. That's just me. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. Guys, so far so good. I'm loving the album. Let me know, how, this album is making you feel so far. Yes. We are moving on to the 10th song titled Just Enough. Let's take a listen, guys.
Think you're in love with somebody else. Felt you pull away, and now I'm blaming myself.
Okay.
You keep me in the dark.
Wow.
Tell yourself it's kind.
I love this.
Protect me from the pain. Meanwhile, I'm losing my mind. Look at my reflection. I feel so drawn, so old. I booked myself a facelift, wondering how long it might hold. I gave you all my power. How I'm seen through your eyes, through your eyes. But you give me just enough hope to hold on to. Nothing, yeah, you give me just enough hope to hold on to. Did you fall in love with someone who isn't me? Why are we here talking about vasectomies? Did you get someone pregnant? Someone who isn't me? Did you take her to the clinic? Did you hold her hand? Is she having your baby?
Okay, guys, the 10th song, Just Enough. Yes, wow. Guys, this one really hits hard. I mean, definitely, I mean, as always, Lily is in that, signature of vulnerable yet, confident space. She does so well, if you ask me. I mean, her voice, feels, intimate here, soft and almost, conversational at times. But with those little cracks, of raw emotions, that pull you in as a listener. I mean, you can hear the subtle inflections, like she's telling you a personal story, which makes the lyrics feel really intimate. Instrumentally, this song is understated, but really effective. There is this gentle acoustic guitar, and I feel like that carries the whole track, giving it a reflective and almost melancholic vibe. And some light, ambient production that swirls, in the background, at just the right moments. I mean, it's not overly produced, but definitely lets Lily's voice, to shine, all the way through, which to me works, perfectly for the kind of, conventional story that she's telling in this song. Speaking of the story, lyrically, this song, to me is about suspicion. It's about heartbreak and those moments, when you are questioning someone, that you truly love. It's very raw and personal. There's this sense of betrayal and doubt, but also a quiet strength in how she delivers the lyrics, how she delivers it. You get the feeling, she's unpacking, something deeply personal, and I mean, to me, it comes across, as honest and unflinching. Overall, Just Enough, it's definitely a standout track. If you're looking for Lily Allen, at her most introspective and honest. To me, it doesn't feel like a huge pop banger. But I mean, it's one of those songs that stays with you because of emotion and nuance. She packs into every single line. Yes, I loved it. I definitely loved it. So let me know what you guys also think about this song down in the comment section, guys. We are moving on to the 11th song, Dallas Major. Let's take a listen. Yeah.
My name is Dallas Major, and I'm coming out to play. Looking for someone to have fun with while my husband works away. I'm almost nearly 40, I'm just shy of 5'2". I'm a mum to teenage children. Does that sound like fun to you? 'Cause I hate
All right, guys. Yes, the 11th song, Dallas Major. Yes. Guys, I have to say this one, really, really hits, in a really interesting way. Vocally, Lily, is in that, sweet spot, that, we all know that she's known for. Her delivery to me, feels conversational, almost like she's telling a story directly to you, the listener. I mean, there is this dry, sardonic, edge, that to me makes it really, really captivating. I mean, she doesn't belt here, that's for damn sure. Instead, she leans into subtle inflections that make the lyrics, land, harder because, it feels, so personal. The instrumentation to me is minimal, but clever. There is a soft, pop groove here, light percussion and some, atmospheric synths that give it, a modern yet slightly cheeky vibe. I love the fact that it's not overproduced, which actually works perfectly for this track, because I mean, to me it lets the narrative breathe. You are really, really paying attention to what she's saying. And I mean, the song itself, guys, it's fascinating. I mean, she's essentially creating this persona, Dallas Major, a woman navigating, an open, marriage, seeking validation and dealing with the, complicated feelings of motherhood and aging. To me, it's the kind of dark humor, meets raw honesty. There's a lot of, storytelling packed in here. I mean, you can feel the tension between her playful delivery and the serious themes underneath. And that contrast to me makes the track, really, really, really compelling. I mean, overall, this track is definitely witty. It's sharp and emotionally layered. Lily to me, has this way of making you chuckle, while also making you think. And this song, Dallas Major, is a prime example of that. I mean, it's not just a pop song. It's a story, a character study, a subtle commentary on relationships and identity. All rolled into one catchy package. Yes, that's just what I think about this one down the comment section. So, guys, let me know what you guys also think about this one. And we move on to the 12th song, Beg for Me. Let's take a listen. Yeah. Okay.
I feel embarrassed. I feel ashamed. You're so indifferent, and that's insane. Where's all your empathy for all my pain? My friends all tell me you are deranged. I wanna feel held, I wanna be told I'm special and I'm unusual. I want your desire, I wanna be spoiled, I wanna be told I'm beautiful. Why won't you beg for me? Why won't you beg for me? Oh, why won't you beg for me? Why won't you beg for me? Oh.
Oh, okay.
I feel embarrassed, I feel ashamed. You're so indifferent, and that's insane. Where's all your empathy for all my pain? My friends all tell me you are deranged. I wanna feel held, I wanna be told I'm special and I'm unusual. I want your desire, I wanna be spoiled, I wanna be told I'm beautiful. Why won't you beg for me? Why won't you beg for me? Oh, why won't you beg for me? Why won't you beg for me? Oh, why won't you beg for me? Why won't you beg?
All right, guys. So that was the 12 song Beg for Me. Yes. Guys, I have to say, this one, really, really hits on a personal level. Starting with the vocals, Lily, I mean, her voice to me is, as always, so expressive. I mean, there's this mix of, vulnerability and assertiveness. That to me, makes you feel exactly, what she's singing. I mean, she really, really carries the emotional weight of the song, especially on the chorus. When she is practically demanding, why won't you beg for me? I mean, you can feel the frustration and longing in her tone, which is really, really captivating. On the instrumentation side of things, I mean, it's interesting because, I love the fact that it blends, that early 2000s, R&B vibe, with modern pop production. The sample of, Lumi D's, Never Leave You, gives it this nostalgic hook, but layered, over that, the production, is slick and contemporary. Light percussion, subtle synths, and just enough, bounce, to keep it moving. I love the fact that it's minimal, in a way that lets, her vocals, shine without being drowned. Without being drowned out, by overproduction, which I really, really appreciate. As for what the song is all about, to me, it's all about emotional desire, and feeling overlooked, in a relationship. Lily's definitely, calling out, someone, who's distant, someone, who's not showing the love and or attention that she craves. It's about wanting to feel valued and desired. Almost flipping the typical pop song dynamic. Instead of pleading, I feel like she's demanding recognition, which makes it feel both relatable and empowering. Overall, it's a really, really clever mix of nostalgia, contemporary pop, and raw emotion. I think fans of Lily Allen would definitely love this track, and even new listeners, such as myself, will be drawn to that blend of expressive vocals and catchy instrumentation. Honestly, this song is one of those songs and that makes you want to hit replay, to catch all the little details in her delivery. Yes, I loved it. Guys, let me know what you think about the song down the comment section. Could this be a fan favorite? Please share your thoughts down there. Yes, we are moving on to the 13th song titled Let Me Win. Okay, Let Me Win W slash, okay. You guys already see the title. Let Me Win. Let's take a listen.
I've become invisible, stuck here in my palace. I'm so fucking miserable in my rabbit hole. Yeah, I'm Alice, and I'm expected to be nice, picking up the pieces. What is it you sacrifice? I'm protecting you from your secrets. Don't tell the children the truth would be brutal. Your reputation's unstained. God knows how long you've been getting away with it. I've already let you in. All I can do is sing. So why should I let you win? I will not absorb your shame. It's you who put me through this. I could tell myself you changed, do it all again, be deluded. Never get your sympathy. I don't think you're able, but I can walk out with my dignity if I lay my truth on the table. Lie to the children, the ending was mutual. I'll shoulder all of the pain. I'm sick of carrying, suffering for your sins. I've already let you in, so why should I let you win? You've taken
Okay, guys. Yeah. So that was the authentic song titled "Let You Win." And guys, after listening to the song, I honestly have to say, I mean, it's one of those tracks, that hit you, with its, honesty, right from the start. Vocally, I mean, as always, Lily's delivery is so crisp and clear. There is this no effortless mix of vulnerability and assertiveness, in her tone. I mean, she really balances, that conversational, almost diary-like style, with moments, where I feel like her voice, rises, just enough, to emphasize, I mean, key lines, making you feel the weight of the emotions, that I mean she is sharing. Instrumentally, I mean, it's interesting because I mean it's not overproduced. It definitely keeps things relatively minimal. Which I think works perfectly for the theme. You've got this soft melodic in the backdrop, with subtle electronic elements and I mean gentle percussion, that gives the track a modern, pop feel, but never, overshadows, her vocals. I mean, I love the fact that it's intimate, but still polished enough, to feel like, a fully produced song. Lyrically, this song I feel like is super personal, and it's about boundaries. It's about honesty and dealing with, the aftermath of a relationship. I mean, the kind of stuff, that's heavy but delivered, with Lily's in the signature, no nonsense, type of edge. I mean, she's basically saying, I won't carry your name. I want you to compromise my truth. And you can feel that, confidence and self-awareness, through every single line. I mean, I love the fact that it's introspective, but also empowering. Overall, I think, I mean, Let You Win, it's a standout, moment, on this particular album, Western Girl. I mean, I love it because I mean it's raw in the best way possible, emotionally transparent, vocally expressive, and supported by and stated but effective instrumentation. Definitely a track that sticks with you long after it ends. Yes, I loved it, but that is just me. Let me know what you guys also think about this one down in the comment section. And yeah, guys, we are moving on to the last song, the final song off of this album titled Fruityloop. Let's take a listen. Okay. Yeah.
You're just a little boy looking for his mommy. Things have gotten complicated. What with all the fame and money, playing with his toys. He just wants attention. He can't really do attachment. Scared he's gonna be abandoned. And finally, I
All right, guys. Yes. So that was the final song, off of this album titled Fruity Loop. Yes. Wow. I loved it. I definitely loved it. I mean, it's definitely a unique way to close out, this album, West End Girl. And after listening to it, I have to say, once again, that I really, really loved it. I mean, right off the bat, her vocals, are so conversational, but still very much, precise. There is this, casual, almost sardonic tone that makes every single line land. It's like she's talking directly, I mean, to someone, but, with that signature Lily Allen wit and, subtle bite. Instrumentally, I mean, it's really really interesting. I mean, the sense, definitely give it this light in the airy pop feel, but the rhythm, and drum elements, keep it grounded. I mean, I love the fact that it's not overwhelming, at all. It feels like the perfect balance, between modern electronic pop, and her, classic, intimate storytelling style. You can definitely tell a lot of thought, went into layering the sound, so they don't, complement her voice, rather than, compete with it. As for the song itself, lyrically, it's sharp. She's kind of reflecting on a complicated relationship. There's this, mix of humor, reflection, and a little, bit of, pointed commentary. The lyric snippet, about, a little boy, looking for his mommy, to me is a little cheeky, but also kind of cutting. I mean, showing, she's coming out of the, other side of whatever this story is, with clarity and maybe even a touch of, empowerment. Yes, overall, Fruity Loop, definitely feels like a thoughtful, slightly playful conclusion, to the album. To me, it's reflective, without being heavy-handed, and it's really, really lets, Lily Allen's, personality shine through in both the vocals and the music. Yeah, definitely a track that sticks with you long after, it's over. Yes, that's just, what I think about this in the final song off of the album. You guys know, should also let me in on, what you think, this song is all about, and how, it made you feel, listening to it. Yes. I mean, if I'm to wrap up, this album, West End Girl, my first ever, reaction to Lee Allen, listening to her album in its entirety for the first time, I really, really, really enjoyed this one. I mean, the vocal performance, I love the fact that, Lily uses a conversational delivery throughout. It's not about, big belts, but about nuance. The moments where, she distances, and the moments, she lets emotions, bleed through, are definitely both effective. Yes. The lyricism, guys, I love that. I mean, rather sharp and cinematic, and often painfully specific. Tracks like Mandolin, Ruminating, and Beg for Me definitely show her, at her best. As a storyteller, the production, I also loved it. I love the fact that the production ranges from minimalist intimacy to full cinematic, arrangements. The album, I love the fact that, it balances organic instruments, strings, piano with subtle synths and clever, textures. Definitely gives the record, variety without losing cohesion. I mean, talk about the themes, guys. We have relationship collapse, autofiction, online culture, negotiations of boundaries, motherhood, and identity. I mean, it's definitely intimate, often funny, often acidic, and rarely neutral. Yes, that's just, a few of my standout moments, in listening to this album. But overall, West End Girl, is a brave record. That's all I can say about it. I mean, it's Lily Allen, leaning fully into narrative songwriting, with production that I feel like elevates the emotional, beats, instead of dominating them. I mean, some songs are immediate earworms. We have Tennis, we have West End Girl, whilst others are slow burners, but review themselves, after repeat listens. Mandolin, just enough, these songs. This is not a casual, pop record. If you ask me personally, I mean, I love the fact that it definitely rewards attention and replays. You know, if you love honest songwriting and smart pop, I mean, this is definitely a compelling entry, you know, in Lily Allen's, you know, catalog. Yes, I mean, my personal rating, I'm definitely giving this a hard 8, you know, over 10, just because of its strong songwriting, a standout moment, and a cohesive emotional arc. My top 3 songs on there: Madline, Sleepwalking, and definitely Back for Me. Guys, let me know what you guys also think about this new album. You know, let me know which track, you know, hit you the hardest. You know, do you think, you know, this album reads as, you know, auto fiction or, you know, pure storytelling? Let me know which lyric, you know, landed the hardest, you know, for you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. You know, I will definitely be reading them, guys. So let me know your thoughts about this album down in the comment section. Yes, let me know if you enjoyed this one. If you did, please make sure to like this video, comment, share all the good stuff. Let me know which album you would like for me to react to next. And shout out to the subscriber that suggested I check this album out. You know, you're loved and I appreciate it on here. Guys, if you stuck with me to edit the video, you're loved. You're very much appreciated on here. My name is Philip. And on to the next music reaction. Take care, stay safe. Peace out.